So hello my dear friends, welcome back. Welcome to your channel Cooking Astrology. First of all, I would like to thank all of you for subscribing my channel and liking my videos. Thanks a lot. So let's continue our journey, our series of planets through houses in Navamsa Chart in Vedic Astrology. And in this particular video, let's try to understand planet moon placement in the second house of your D-9 chart and what are going to be the results, whether positive and negative, that are particularly associated with this moon placement. Let's try to understand in this particular video. I will tell you, moon, if it is in the second house without any affliction, have the ability to give you all sort of a positive results, but even one single affliction or one single negative affliction to this planet moon have the capacity to destroy the family life. Here I'm not talking about the money and wealth and prosperity, career, these kind of scenarios. I'm only talking with regards to the family aspect. And here I'm not only concerned about the family before marriage or family after marriage. This is the combined family, because moon in the second house is a representation of the Patric karmas or the ancestral karmas that are associated between you and your family members as well. Because specifically moon is the planet which represents the mental emotions. It represents the nurturing nature of your mother towards you, like when you were specifically in your childhood days. So the kind of problems or the kind of solutions that your mother tries to give you is seen through this moon. And if this moon is afflicted or if negatively posited, it shows yes, there is going to be a lot of traumatic events that have particularly happened when you were going through your childhood days. So the mental programming is going to be very, very difficult and very challenging when it comes to perceiving the relationships into your life. So that is somewhat going to be a negative or the dark side of this moon placement in the second house. Although here I'm not saying only this is the one negative aspect of the moon. If this moon is connected with the planets like Ketu and even Rahu axis, and even further more malefics are creating the affliction onto this planet moon, it may be like planets like Saturn and Mars and even Surya, then this have the representation to completely destroy the household aspect, like the family which you born and brought up in. So that is going to be the first main problem. It's not only connected with your mother, it's somewhat also connected with the combination of both mother and father planetary alignments. Now, sometime before marriage, the family is going to be completely okay. As soon as you are getting married, because this is becoming the 8th house from the 7th house. So that is also the house which represents the family members of your life partner as well. So wife side or maybe boy side family is also going to create a lot of disturbing situations with this moon placement in the second house. So first of all, my sincere recommendation, if you are having this moon placement particularly in the second house, in order for you to prevent the relationship aspect or in order for you to safeguard your relationship aspect with particularly between you and your spouse or life partner, it's very, very important for you to please stay away from the family, because there is going to be some sort of affliction moon will receive. It may be either through in the D1 chart or in the D9 chart, but it is very, very difficult. Only 1 to 2% of the charts which shows moon is totally unafflicted. Otherwise, moon is going to receive some sort of afflictions over there. Secondly, this moon is also going to be a very financial oriented kind of a planet. Now, it's not necessary whether you individuals have the capacity to put hard work in order to enjoy that level of financial security and prosperity into your life, but it totally depends upon the planetary alignments of your wife or even husband as well. Because when you are getting married you are converting into a couple, so there is going to be huge impact of your wife planetary alignments over the husband's life and husband planetary alignments over the wife's life. So then it becomes the combination of both the charts together. Now it totally depends how your other half second house is going to be. Sometimes this moon will absorb all the positivity from the other people, and then this is going to be acting as a very thriving moon. And this thriving moon is actually towards achieving financial gains, prosperity, and specifically the main part of the financial security in their life. But on the other hand, if the combination of both male and female charts together is not going to create a much positive strength to this moon, then this have the capacity to lead towards some negative sides of the life as well. This have the even capacity to leave you towards the depression, and I have particularly seen with the Mercurian energy, this might going to create some extramarital affairs as well. Because moon is very receptive planet, so in whichever house this is posited, whichever planet that is aspecting this planetary energy, so moon have the capacity to gain all the positive or the negative things specifically with regards to that area of your life. Now you need to understand one more thing. D9 chart is actually, if you go for the derivation part, that is coming originally from your natal birth chart. Okay, that is your D1 chart. Now you need to check first of all the sign of Cancer, where this is posited, okay, in your D1 chart. You can actually look into that area. For example, let me take the natural Kalpurush Kundli of a Aries ascendant chart. Then the sign of Cancer is actually falling in your 4th house. Okay, so 4th house in Vedic astrology is actually the house which represents your Sukh Sthan. Sukh means happiness part. It represents motherly emotions, and even your home and homeland as well. Now, for example, this moon from the Cancer is actually going in the 12th house of the Navamsha Kundli, or actually posited in some Pisces Navamsha or even the Sagittarius Navamsha. Then the triggering point of the event of marriage and yogas of a relocation or change of place, both of these events are thoroughly interconnected with one another, because the house in which the controller of the sign of Cancer is posited, that house is getting deeply impacted in the Navamsha chart, and whichever house this moon is posited, that is the area which shows that a reflection is going to be happening over there. As 12th house is the house of foreign land and foreign country, along with the sign of Pisces, so this have the capacity to take you into the foreign land and the foreign country. Even if you want to predict some of the major events in your life, moon is that planet that help you to give the predictions part. Now you can check your natal birth chart as well, that is your D1 chart. Suppose you are again maybe Taurus ascendant, or maybe some any other ascendant, and the sign of Cancer is actually falling in your 5th house. Now 5th house is the house of children and the childbirth, and if that 5th house Cancer zodiac sign is forming any sort of connection with either your 12th house, 10th house, so it also shows like the event of children also have the capacity to give relocation and change of place as well. So in this way you can actually study from both combinations of D1 and the D9 chart. Second most important thing, in order to understand whether the moon have the capacity to give me positive result or the negative side results, please check the dignity of this planet. If the dignity of moon is extremely very powerful, although moon is friendly with all the other planets, but you need to check the other planet placement as well. For example, if moon is posited in the sign of Pisces, and Pisces is a zodiac sign which is ruled by Jupiter, and suppose Jupiter is itself posited in Pisces or in the sign of Sagittarius, so it means the dignity of other planet is also very strong and very powerful. So then this moon have the capacity to actually drawn towards the areas which are represented by Jupiter. So if Jupiter represents philosophy, it represents the spirituality, healing, medical career professions, so your mind will immediately going to shift towards that particular areas. And for that shift, the relationship and marriage is going to be the number one predictive point. Like before marriage, you are totally different person. After marriage, you are suddenly going to plan, okay, let me start some healing business or these kind of practices. So that is going to be connected with the moon placement either in Jupiterian or even the Venusian zodiac sign. Because moon association with the benefic planets, like either with Mercury, either with Venus or with Jupiter. So if this moon is getting hemmed with more and more benefic planets in your Navamsha Kundli, then this moon have the capacity to give a lot of clarity towards other people. And any sort of consulting, advisory roles as a teacher, as a preacher, even working as a healer, any sort of healing activities, that are going to be very good career professions with this moon placement in the 2nd house. And that is the only area where moon have the capacity to create or generate wealth into your life. Moon in the 2nd house will not be a very favorable placement if you are looking for solely amount of technical careers, like where there is lot of technicality involved over there. Although money wise that is going to be a good thing, I'm not denying that fact. It may be moon placement in the sign of Aries or in some technical signs of Saturn. So then the moon have the capacity to incline towards the technicalities of the life. But in the longer duration of time, when I say longer duration, 15, 20, 25 years of longer career aspect, moon have the capacity to go very well with the healing career professions, where some sort of a human interaction or some engagement of at least emotions are involved over there. Even if sometime you are sharing some empathetic situation with other people, you are listening to other people and then solving their problem, then this moon tend to feel very happy. Now it also depends, as I told you, depending upon your wife or husband planetary alignments, you can pay attention towards the 2nd and 8th axis in the Navamsha Kundli particularly. So if more and more benefics are posited in the benefic axis, like in your chart, moon and Venus are conjunct in the 2nd house, in your partner's Kundli, moon, Jupiter are conjunct either in 8th or in the 2nd axis. So then this have the capacity to create a joint partnership business between you and your life partner as well. And then this have the capacity to go for that generation of money and even going towards the financial security as well. See, moon is actually a planet that is only getting exalted in the zodiac sign of Taurus. And Taurus is the zodiac sign which is ruled by planet Venus. And Venus represents all the luxury, all the comfort, and all that luxury and comfort in the 21st century that will come into your life if you are earning some sort of a money. So the key part here is that financial security. And that is where these individuals, their mind is programmed in such a way that even at the time of getting married, moon tend to become a bit selfish also. It's not very easy with this moon for you to find a life partner. Moon is very choosy planet. If you will come up with 10 horoscope matches in front of you. So there are highly likely chances like moon is going to deny every 10 of them. Because moon is having some sort of a presetted parameters in the mind. And the number one parameter is of that financial security. And moon is very good in sensing whether the other person have the capacity to lead me towards the financial sense or security or not, specifically in the female horoscope. I have seen practically in many charts. Even there are many close friends to mine that are having particularly that moon placement in the 2nd house. So they are having a greater amount of sense towards sensing this thing, whether this person have the capacity to offer financial security or not. If not, then moon will try looking for some alternate solutions. Unless that goal of security is not achieved, this moon will feel totally restless. Then it becomes very difficult for this moon to go along into day-to-day life. Then this can sometimes create the mood fluctuations as well. 1 minute happy, sad, happy, sad, happy, sad. These kind of fluctuations. And the negative impact over this moon is a Patrick karma. Here I am suggesting you one remedy also, because you might be daunted by your childhood memories, like my father, my mother, they have did something wrong towards you, and as soon as you are getting older, so these karmas, they are coming back into your life. Because of the receptiveness of the mind, you tend to think about that areas, that childhood traumas and these things. Maybe some good options, you are having some good memories in the childhood, so as you grown up as a person, so your mind will go towards that area, and past is holding you back. Because moon have the capacity to actually hold something back from the backside to into your life. So here I request you, if you will be able to keep one fish aquarium inside your home, that is going to be a very perfect remedy. Even living and staying near some source of water, it may be lake, river, pond, near some seashore or near some beach as well, have the capacity to give you a lot of mental relaxation with this moon placement. So I hope you have gained some deep insights in this video with me. If you are having any queries, any consultations with regards to your moon placement, you can please contact me at my email ID. If you require any other consultation with regards to marriage, career, full chart or even spiritual consultation, do let me know. I will try my best to respond you back as soon as possible. So till then, please subscribe my channel below and make sure to hit the like button if you really enjoyed this video, and please don't forget to follow me on Instagram as well. And I'm going to meet you very soon in the next video. Till then, bye bye and take care.